Good morning and welcome to Start the Week with me, Georgie.
And with me, Dan. And what a Monday we have for you this week. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Ever wanted to visit the gym but not had a clue where to start? Me too. So I met with a personal trainer who showed me a beginner's approach to the gym. Here I am at the gym with Craig, a personal trainer. He's going to give a couple of exercises for people to do if they're new starting at the gym.
Slams.
If the gym isn't your cup of tea, we're also privileged to have Craig, the personal trainer, live on the show to demonstrate easy ways to keep fit from the comfort of your own home.
As well as all of this fitness fun, John, our film correspondent, has been visiting the annual Media Film Festival held at Leeds Trinity University to see what's new.
Join me later to hear about this year's Media Festival in Leeds.
And with the price of cinema tickets on the rise, we'll let you know what new films are worth paying for and what other events are happening around Leeds this week.
Well, I think that this show will definitely turn people's feelings around on Mondays.
I don't know, Dan, as it turns out today's actually National Dentist Day, and I know that a lot of people really don't like the dentist, do you?
Not at all. I think it's obviously coming back as a kid, you sit there and it's the worry of you not knowing what's going to happen, going in and seeing like a drill sat up aside.
You know, the dentist has never really bothered me. I've never had any problems, I guess, so I go in and I know that nothing's wrong and I come out again. But that liquid they give you afterwards doesn't taste very
prodding
nice.
around with like all these different like going A1, B2 and it's like, are we checking my teeth or playing battleships? I don't know what's going on.
It does get a bit close and personal, I must admit.
Although I do also know that it also happens to be National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day.
Oh, that's quite
so
specific.
Whoever thought of that for National Dentist Day at the same time must have not been properly going through it.
Yeah, you don't want to eat it just before you go to the dentist.
But saying it is White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. Do you like a white chocolate cheesecake?
I love all cheesecakes, Dan. All cheesecakes.
So I'm not too keen on it, but I think my favourite would have to be the New York style. So plain vanilla, maybe with a bit of like strawberry Kool-Aid on the top.
I can definitely partake in one of those.
Absolutely,
definitely.
I agree with it. Keep it running. So keep it going. I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, well, I think that my favourite cheesecake has to be, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but there is the Terry's chocolate orange cheesecake.
No, I keep hearing around it and I can never find it. I just suppose it's just wherever it is.
Yeah, we'll have to try and get some afterwards.
Absolutely, we'll have to try. One of our team, can you go and get some for us? I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So obviously with it being cheesecake and stuff, I find that a lot of other other cakes go quite well with it.
Like what?
Chocolate cake, if you do that as a cheesecake.
With cheesecake?
Yeah, then put it together sort of the cheesecake
Talking about all
base.
this cheesecake, people that actually are going to the dentist
No,
today.
they will be. But obviously, I think that obviously you said you could partake in it. I could definitely partake in it because I actually went to the gym for the first time earlier this week. I know, it was.
Did you have fun?
No, it killed me. I was taught by a personal trainer some simple exercises though to help me get fit in general and get ready for all the chocolate that I'll be eating over Easter. I do normally like to pig out on chocolate over the holiday, so then I never knew what to go and do at the gym. I did find this really helpful though.
Well, I best pay close attention then so I can learn a few things myself.
Here I am at the gym with Craig, a personal trainer. He's going to give a couple of exercises for people to do if they're new starting at the gym. So, you want to tell us a bit about yourself, Craig?
Yeah, thanks Dan. I'm currently a personal trainer. I've been working in fitness for maybe about 12 years or so now.
So, go easy on me then.
Oh,
exercises.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't want anything too strenuous.
No, we'll do a few easy exercises today, anything that a beginner can do at the gym to get you started. It's going to be the medicine ball squat. Okay then Dan, so our first exercise is going to be the medicine ball squat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our medicine ball, place it on our chest with our elbows tucked in, feet nice and wide, heels maybe a little bit wider than your hip width apart. And what we're just going to do is sink down, straight back up, squeezing our bum once we get to the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look for 10 of these. So off we go, ball on your chest, sinking on down, squeeze your bum to the top. Excellent, that's good. So 10 of these, good. We'll be looking for 10, a little bit of a rest, and then maybe a second round of 10.
Dumbbell shoulder press.
Okay then Dan, so our next exercise is going to be a dumbbell shoulder press. So what we're going to do is we've got our dumbbells ready. We're going to start in this position like so, and a really straightforward one. We're just going to go straight up, straight back down, and just like with the squats, we're looking for sets of 10. That's it. How's that?
Yeah, it's good. So do you have to keep them locked or?
Yeah, you want to get your arms to straight. Most important thing with the shoulder press is just to make sure that on the way down, nice and slow, don't let the weights kind of fall down. You're in control of them. Good work.
Good.
Dumbbell bicep curl. Okay then Dan, so exercise number 3, we've already done something for our legs, then for our upper body. Now what we're going to do is a bit of something for our arms. So taking those dumbbells again, what we're looking to do is keep our arms by our side, keeping our elbows nice and still. We're just going to lift and lower those dumbbells back down.
So make sure your elbows are locked in.
That's it, yeah. With this one, it's all about keeping your elbows alongside your sides and making sure we don't lift our elbows. So what we're trying to do here is a dumbbell bicep curl. And again, like with the other 2 exercises we've done, sets of 10.
Right.
Stability ball crunch. Okay then Dan, so the next exercise we're going to use the stability ball, and we're going to do a little bit of core work on this one. So we're going to go, not a sit down, we're going to do a stability ball crunch on this one. So basically what we want is a little bit of space out in front, and what I'd like you to do is just walk your feet away. Once you've got the ball nicely in that small arch in your lower back, just squeeze your hips up a little bit for me, hands behind your head, and maybe at least 10, maybe up to 15 repetitions on this one. Slams. Okay then Dan, so now we're going to have a look at our 5th and final exercise. So far today we've done some squats, some shoulder pressing, so we've done some work for all of our body. What we're going to do now is try and get your heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to use the slam ball, and basically what we're looking for is if we stand over the top of the slam ball, we're going to squat down to pick the ball up, take it nice and high, and then we're going to try and throw it down in towards the floor. So try to make loads of noise with that one. And again, just like everything else, sets of 10. This is really good for some conditioning or some interval training. So again, if we go down, we lift up, throw the ball down, and then we try and quick as we can to reel off 10 of those.
So I think that's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much, Craig. I think I definitely will be coming back to the gym in the future. But for people at home who either don't want to come to the gym or can't get there, Craig will be in the studio later on to show us a few basic exercises that you can do at home, not very time consuming and really simple things. So I look forward to that then.
Me too, thank
you
you.
very much.
I actually did find that really helpful, and I think I'm closer to signing up for the gym now than I ever have been.
That's brilliant news. So now, as I've mentioned, we've been able to get Craig into the studio to show you some exercises which you can do from your very own living room. So, first of all, thanks very much for coming in, Craig. It's absolutely great to see you again. I still haven't fully recovered from our last session, so I'm kind of dreading this. So
this is going to be fine.
That's all right, I don't want anything too strenuous.
That's fine.
Okay, so obviously, you just want to tell us what you're going to do in today and go through
Yeah, basically what we're going to go through today is 5 exercises, really straightforward, stuff that you can do at home, things where you don't need any equipment maybe other than a kind of sofa or a chair.
Conveniently
convenient as we've got here today. But yeah, it's basically things that anyone can do to get started from home.
That's absolutely brilliant. So do you want to take us through the first one and then we'll carry on from there?
Yeah, the first exercise we're going to do today is a nice little kind of warm-up, pulse raising exercise, and we call it a high knee exercise. And basically what it is, Dan, is we're just going to start jogging on the spot, just like so. And once we've kind of got going, we're just going to try and get our knees nice and high, and we'll be looking at doing this for maybe 30 seconds or so, just to get our heart rate up.
Yeah, I should probably warm up, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough for me.
There we go, no problem. So obviously we've done the high knees and then the second exercise.
So the high knees is an excellent warm-up. What we're going to do now is move on to some other exercises. We're going to imagine we've got our kind of, again, sofa or coffee table or something like that, and we're just going to have a look at doing some press-ups from the table. So what we're going to do, Dan, is we're just going to place our hands on our kind of pretend sofa, knees on the floor, and we're basically just lowering our body and pushing away. And again, maybe 30 seconds of these at a time.
obviously with these, after you get used to them, do you start building them into sort of a circuit, or is it just something you can maybe do if you've got a spare 5 minutes?
With the exercise I'm going to show you today, you can put them together as a circuit. If this one, for example, the press-ups is getting a bit easier, what we can do is we can take our knees off the floor, and then we've got something that's a little bit more challenging to change the intensity of the exercise as well.
No problem at all. So obviously once we've done that, we've got the high knees, got the press-ups.
And then what we're going to do is we're then going to go into something again which is a bit more lower body dominant. So if you want to jump up, we're going to have a look at now doing some squats. So 2 down, 3 more to go. So what we're going to do, Dan, now is just going to have a look at some again, nice and straightforward, keeping our weight back on our heels. We're just going to do some squats. And again, as you get fitter, get stronger, we can just start to speed these up a little bit.
Add more weight to it as well.
Exactly, that's correct.
Am I doing this one?
Yeah, go on, give it a crack, Georgie.
I'll give it a go.
See if we can do it.
Oh, let's get even floor.
That's it. Good
Is
job.
that right?
That's fine. Absolutely fine.
Cool. I'm sure I can do that one around the house.
Yeah, it's something that's just easy to pick up.
While you're watching a film.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No excuse. Exercise number 4 is we're going to do what we call some mountain climbers. So again, we're just going to bring it back into our little pretend sofa. And what we're going to do, Dan, is we're just going to start to kind of bring our knees up just as if we're jogging on the spot again. And again, the quicker we go, the more that's going to get your heart rate up. But again, nice and simple that you can do
so obviously
anywhere.
build them all into circuit, continue with it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 4 exercises that we've done so far there, maybe 30 seconds of each with a little breather in between just to catch your breath before you move on to the next one.
Absolutely. So obviously the 5th one.
5th one, we're going to come back and do some upper body stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little kind of sofa again. And basically this one, we're going to come from the back, and it's basically just lowering our body down towards the floor, like so. So we call this one a tricep dip or a dipping exercise.
So obviously that's absolutely brilliant. I'm completely shattered now. I think I'm going to go need to sit down. So it's been absolutely great to have you on.
You're welcome.
So obviously for people who have got a bit of time to do it, it's really beneficial for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's absolutely brilliant. Thanks so much.
Not a problem, Dan. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right, I think that was really good, actually.
I'm shattered now. I'm done. I'm done. I think
you probably need to work on it a bit more then.
Absolutely. So you may remember we visited Leeds Trinity University first ever media festival last year. It was for 4 days and we met some pretty big stars, such as CBBC presenter Lauren Layfield, who gave us some very helpful tips on how she copes with presenting.
And we were delighted when we found out it was returning this year and that the event is now a week long. Our film correspondent, John, went to explore the world of media, and as you will see, he found some real gems.
Hello, I'm at Leeds Trinity University for today's annual event, which is the Leeds Media Film Festival. Later on today, we'll be speaking to Stuart Murphy, who used to work for Sky, amongst many other media organisations. He was responsible for bringing to the UK programmes such as Boardwalk Empires and Game of Thrones. So let's see how today goes.
So welcome to our LTU Media Fest. And we're going to go through his amazing career and talk about some of those fantastic programmes that Stuart has been involved with. So please, if you could, give him a nice warm round of applause.
I'm Jonathan.
Hi, how are you doing?
So I hear you used to work for Sky, or do you still work for them?
Yeah, no, so I worked for Sky for 6 years and finished in November 2015. And when I joined, it was to run Sky One. And then I ran Sky One and launched a channel called Sky Atlantic. And then looked after all the channels, so Sky Living, Sky Arts, Sky One and Atlantic, and went onto the board of Sky.
So am I right in hearing you commissioned Game of Thrones?
I didn't commission it, I bought it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it's part of the big deal between Sky and the broadcaster make to make sure Sky owned a bit of the American content market so our competitors couldn't get it. So we did a 5-year deal with HBO that got us everything from Game of Thrones to Billions to basically all their output. And then we quite aggressively went after other producers, so we bought the whole of Showtime content, which got us The Affair, among lots of other things. And then we separately commissioned with Americans to do stuff like Dracula or Penny Dreadful.
That's very interesting.
yeah, it's good, it's fun.
Brilliant. So in terms of your career goals and everything like that, what sort of decisions that you've made, you think that was amazing? I'm glad I did that.
Such a good question. I was really pleased with my general approach to TV, which was surround yourself with really good people, listen to the most creative voice in the room, which usually isn't the loudest. So create an environment where timid and shy people can have their voices heard and developed. I was really pleased that we did that while pushing people who weren't, people like me, standard white middle class bloke, to try and have a diversity of voice and represent everyone who pays for TV. I think the specific ideas that commissioned that worked well, I think launching BBC Three, I was chuffed about that. Commissioning Little Britain, I was pleased about that. For every hit there's probably about 5 disasters, so
absolutely, you can't always go ahead thinking that you're going to succeed with everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you very much for your interview.
No worries, pleasure. Cheers.
Brilliant day today's been at the Media Festival, and I can't wait to see what next year has in store.
So I think that was absolutely brilliant. It's been brilliant for John to be there, get to know people.
Yeah, it's a brilliant opportunity for people to go and learn something new about the industry, speak to people that are in the industry as well, the students especially.
Absolutely. So now it may or may not be the bit you've been waiting for, as this has the potential to save you money, and we all love to do that.
Yep, we'll let you know whether films are worth seeing and what's coming up in and around Leeds this coming month.
A film that came out last week is one that I've been looking forward to for a while. As soon as it came out, I went to go see it.
What film was that, Dan?
It was Logan. I will admit I got slightly emotional towards the end of it, as it is Hugh Jackman's final film as the Wolverine. Also on TV, there is a brand new series on Sky Atlantic, Midnight Sun, which is a Nordic crime drama. Looks interesting, can't wait to see what happens.
And we see the return of Quantico on the Alibi channel as well.
Yeah. Also returning to our screens via Netflix is Once Upon a Time. Never really watched it, but I am looking forward to something else that's coming on Netflix, which is another Marvel comic book adaptation, Iron Fist, which premieres on the 17th of March, so not long for that.
And for all of you Ollie Murs fans out there, he's playing at the First Direct Arena in Leeds on the 9th of March, and there are still tickets left if you want to surprise someone.
And on the topic of Ollie Murs, the X Factor tour is also coming to the First Direct Arena on the 11th of March. If that does tickle your fancy, however, I'll be honest, it's not really my cup of tea.
Now let's have a look at a few of the live events which are happening later on this week around Leeds. This Thursday, the 9th of March, King Salami and the Cumberland Three will be performing at the Brudenell Social Club.
Then on Friday, also performing at the Brudenell Social Club, is The Session.
Then on Saturday, the 12th of March, Urban Voodoo Machine will be performing. To find out more about the venue or the acts, check out www.brudenellsocialclub.co.uk/what's-on for more information.
So there you have it. There is plenty for us and people to go see and do this week, so you have no excuses to be bored whatsoever.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm really excited for this week.
Leeds is a brilliant place for music and for films.
Yep, so make sure to come back and join us for the next week's show.
Yeah, we've got fashion, we've got Velton, a film director, coming in to speak to us, and lots more.
I am excited about that fashion one. We were set a project where we had a budget and we had to buy each other an entire outfit, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so apart from that, I think that's pretty much everything, isn't it?
Yep.
So it's a goodbye from us, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for joining. See you.